we should not reify consciousness. Well, actually, I don't think that is true. I think that is something we've been trained not to do. We've been convinced by many philosophers and other scholars that to reify consciousness is a bad thing. But it's not a bad thing. It's the right thing to do. Why? Because everything has to be reified. Because to be reified means that something is real. Everything in the world is a thing. So we've been trained not to reify consciousness simply because many philosophers didn't find that reifying consciousness was possible. So we get used to the idea that maybe consciousness is something that is a function, a perspective, a state, a relation, a model, something that is not a thing. I've heard this slogan umpteen times. Consciousness is not a thing, but everything is a thing. And we've been trained not to reify consciousness because many philosophers felt that they were not able to reify consciousness. So because they were not able to reify consciousness, they said it is not something that must be done. And it's not something that you must try to do because we've not been able to do. But that's a mistake. Everything has to be reified. Don't we reify energy? Don't we reify, let's say, temperature? Yes, of course, by reifying temperature, we say that temperature is something different from what maybe it was thought. But when we say that, for example, temperature is the average speed of molecules, have we not reified temperature? Yes, of course we have. When we say that, let's say, the genetic code is made by the sequence of nucleotides and bases, have we not reified genetic information? Yes, we have. When we say that gravity is the curvature of space-time, have we not reified gravity? Yes, of course we have reified gravity. That's the point of science. Science is the attempt to reify phenomena which are still mysterious. And to explain them means to reify them. So it's very curious that for decades, if not more, in the field of philosophy of mind or cognitive science or neuroscience, many scholars have claimed that the consciousness has to be reified, which was the same as saying that we don't really have to explain consciousness. But that's a mistake. It's a good thing to reify. To reify consciousness is, well, and actually, when they have some hope of finding an explanation, that's what neuroscientists do. Neuroscientists, for example, when they have some hope that maybe they're after the right explanation, they start to say things like, consciousness is integrated information, consciousness is an emergent property of neural activity, consciousness is this or that inside the brain. Then they fail empirically. But when they smell the prey, they forget all their resistance to reification. And they immediately are after a possible reification of consciousness to something. Therefore, to reify consciousness is a good thing. And in my mind-object hypothesis, the reification is with the object. What is the consciousness of an apple? It is the apple as the apple takes place relative to our body and brain. And therefore the body and brain are not like in an activism, which are part, which are the center, which are the beginning of our mind. No, they're not the beginning, they're the end. They are the effect that makes possible the existence of the cause.